Something weird has been going on with my YouTube channel, so let's get into it because I think this is kind of interesting. So across my last 2 uploads, I've noticed something a little bit unexpected. First was that those videos got more views than I thought they would get, and second was that the click-through rate was abysmal, which is kind of doesn't really make sense because the way that the YouTube algorithm works is if your video has a high click-through rate and a high retention rate, which means people are watching your video for a longer time, then that will get them pushed out to more people and get them more views, etc. So the fact that that click-through rate was so low was kind of incongruent with the high number of views. So I dug into this a little bit closer. My most recent upload at this point that I'm filming this was my Bum Bums haul, which if you don't know, those are like collectible stuffed animals. I bought a bunch of them as a gift to myself for my birthday. This is a type of video that I've never really made before. It's just a very niche topic, kind of random. I thought this video would get like 200 views. It was really something that I made for myself, and I did not expect that anyone would really care to watch it because it's very niche, and I think the only people who are like really interested in that topic are people who really love plushies or bum bums. But right now that video is sitting at a little bit under 600 views, which for my channel, 600 views is quite a lot of views. Like generally my videos get under 200 views, maybe 300. Anything above 300 is like already a pretty well-performing video on my channel. So I dug into this a little bit closer and holy crap, my Bum Bums haul video has 43,000 impressions, most of which, like 91%, is from suggested videos. So that means that YouTube is pushing this video out and recommending for people to watch it. But then the click-through rate is only 1.1% because, like I said, it's very niche and I didn't really think that a lot of people would be interested in this in the first place. The video before that one was my birthday vlog, which again, I kind of expected like 200 to 300 views. Right now it has 400, an abysmally terrible click-through rate of 0.4%, but 84,000 impressions. Again, a large part from it being pushed out by YouTube, but not as much. This is like 64% suggested videos, and then for some reason 18% channel pages, which I don't really understand because that requires people to like land on my channel randomly. But anyway, so these 2 videos have been pushed out by the YouTube algorithm seemingly randomly, very much more than my usual videos. I've looked at a lot of the videos before then, and those tend to get like 10,000 is like already, 10,000 impressions is already really high. So why is YouTube doing this? I do not know. It feels like YouTube is saying, look, we're gonna give you a bunch of impressions for free, and like you're wasting this opportunity, bitch. Like, is basically they're giving my videos the chance to be seen, and I am not doing my part because my topics or my thumbnails or my titles are not interesting enough to get that click-through rate higher, and then the videos themselves also don't have like a very high like wash through rate, which means that of the people who are clicking on them and choosing to watch them, they're not staying for that long. So like the videos themselves are not necessarily really that interesting, which, you know, happens, but also begs the question then why did YouTube choose to push these out so much? Is it just kind of like YouTube is trying to help small creators? Is this something that's happening across the board? Because typically first you get that high click-through rate, high watch-through rate, then the impressions will come, right? Then YouTube will be like, okay, this video is doing well with the small number of people that it has been shown to so far, so let's see if it'll do better if we expand the circle and show it to more people. But here it just seems to have been like, let's just show it to a bunch of people, see what happens. See what sticks, you know? I hope it continues, you know, because maybe if I actually get the right combination of thumbnail, title, topic, and good video, then that might actually push a video to a lot of people and get a lot of views and a lot of subscribers and money and like all those nice things. But yeah, see, if I look, these videos are kind of like outliers. I've opened the analytics for like my last 15 or 20 videos or so, and first off, my thumbnails and titles must suck because generally my click-through rate is not that good. If I get like over 3.5% click-through rate, that's already like very good for my channel. Most of them tend to be like under 3%, which from some of the YouTube courses and like YouTube growth channels that I've watched, like 3% and below is a shitty click-through rate. 5% is like a good, just like average, okay click-through rate, and then like 10% is amazing. But I have like a lot of videos with like a click-through rate around 2%, and those get like here like 3.4 thousand impressions, 2.3 thousand impressions, 2,000 impressions. I have one with 2.3% click-through rate that's got just under 3,000 impressions. Like generally, most of my videos get like under 5,000 impressions, and then some of my better performing ones will get up to like the 10 to 12,000 impressions kind of range. So my Cozy Hobbies for 2025, that has 671 views right now, 3.4% click-through rate, which again is not good. It's just not abysmal, but that has 13.7 thousand impressions, which is again like nothing compared to these like super low click-through rate videos that have been super hella mega pushed out by YouTube for some reason that I do not understand. And I have a few videos that have had a pretty good click-through rate and got more views than average for my channel, but then they kind of like flatlined, which I also don't get, because to me, it's like if that click-through rate is high and also the retention rate for these videos is pretty okay as well, then it would make sense for YouTube to push those videos out to more people, but it hasn't done that. So for example, my declutter 100 things with me. It's a 25-minute long video where I decluttered 100 things. People like decluttering videos. The thumbnail is very like simple, one image, big text, quite striking, and that has a 4.7% click-through rate, which again is not like massive, but like that's pretty good, especially compared to other videos on my channel. That's a pretty good click-through rate. That video now has 1.2 thousand views, which again is higher than average for my channel. Remember, like I tend to get like 200 to 300 views on average, I would say, and that has 18,000 impressions. If I look at the engagement for that video, the average percentage viewed is just under 30%, and the average view duration is 7 minutes. Because this is a longer video, that's actually pretty good. Like a 7-minute view time is pretty good. 30% average percentage viewed, that's actually pretty good. However, for some reason, if I look at the kind of impressions graph, this has not been pushed out anymore. It got a lot of views in its like first week or so, a lot of impressions in the first week or so, and then it just kind of flatlines. I've talked about this before. A video that is perpetually being pushed out by the algorithm will have a very specific looking curve on this graph, which is a line that goes like this. That is what it looks like on a graph on these YouTube analytics when a video is perpetually being pushed out, because it's like a cumulative views or impressions graph. And then what it looks like when a video has plateaued is it will go up and then it'll flatline. And that's what happened to this one, the 100 declutter. It went up, got a lot of impressions, a lot of views, good click-through rate, good viewer retention, and then it flatlines, which confuses me, because if I were the YouTube algorithm, I'd be like, oh, I should actually give more impressions to this video that has a good click-through rate, good watch-through rate, but they didn't do that. Instead, they picked up these like 2 random ones, which were not like high performers early on when I posted them. So it's really confusing, because I'm like, okay, why did those get picked to be pushed out? Let's see, what else? Similar thing happened with my I'm 26 and failing at life video. Very depressing. But that has a 6.5% click-through rate, which that is already quite high. And that got 2.3 thousand views. But again, it has this graph that's like it was given a lot of impressions early on in its life and then it flatlines. So YouTube was like, you know what? We're not gonna give this more opportunities to grow further. My 2 highest performing videos from recent years, another like outlier type of situation. Those are both my clean with me videos. One of them has 400,000 impressions, so 10 times as many as the Bum Bums haul, and like, I can't do math. 400 divided by like 85. So like almost 5 times as many as the birthday vlog, but with a much better click-through rate of 5.3%. And then the other one has 260,000 impressions with a click-through rate of 6.3%. And those have not plateaued. Those do have that better looking curve that goes like this, that keeps going up and up. Sometimes it like plateaus for a little while and then it keeps growing again. But generally, like, those videos do well, and it makes sense that those videos do well because they are very long, which means the view durations are generally pretty long as well, have good click-through rates. I understand why those blew up. I don't understand why my Bum Bums haul and my 27th birthday vlog blew up, especially since they didn't really show that much promise in the beginning. So my only conclusion right now can be that YouTube is giving my channel a chance to blow up, and all I have to do is keep putting out good content, and hopefully better content that has a higher chance of a better click-through rate, better watch-through rate, more views, whatever, more interest. And if they keep giving me these like tens of thousands of impressions for seemingly no reason, but I actually do something with that, like I actually give them a good video, then that could be really advantageous for me. I don't know why this is happening. I'm a little bit confused. It's kind of like a chicken or the egg situation. Usually like videos have to show promise and then they get a bunch of impressions, but these are just getting a bunch of impressions for no reason. I wonder if it's a fluke. I wonder if it will continue. I hope it does. And I hope that I somehow figure out to actually how to actually make some really good videos that are gonna put all those impressions I'm getting for no reason to good use. This was a little rambly and spontaneous, probably also very like niche, like nobody is gonna necessarily care about this unless they're super into YouTube, but I just thought it was interesting, so I just wanted to do like a little video about it, speak my thoughts out loud about what's going on with this. And if anybody else is a small YouTuber out there and has experienced something like this, let me know how that worked out for you. Does anybody know why this is happening? I don't know. Thanks for watching. If you are a YouTube nerd like me, I hope you found this interesting, and wish me luck in hopefully actually doing something with YouTube's seemingly random attempt to blow up my channel. Gotta get those click-through rates up because those are looking pretty pathetic, not gonna lie. If you're interested in cozy vlogs, chaotic girly self-improvement, and the journey to a creative self-employed life, then please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!